everyone. My name is Darnell Self. I'm the Principal Network Advisor with LegalShield. And today I feel honored and privileged to be able to share with you the LegalShield membership and opportunity. I really hope you see the value in this information like my wife and I did years ago when we first took a look at LegalShield, because it truly has been life-changing for our family. So let's get started. What will we cover today? Well, first of all, who we are. I believe people are tired of the hoopla and the hype. People are looking for a company that's credible, that's authentic, that's not going to be here today and gone tomorrow. Listen, you can spend a lifetime building up credibility with your name as a pastor or a dentist, a community leader, a coach. But one wrong decision can take all that credibility away. You're going to get excited about the credibility of LegalShield. What we do? We're leveling the legal playing field for the first time in North America. Listen, we all know the real color of justice is not black or white, but green. Unfortunately, we get as much justice as we can afford until LegalShield, because again, we are leveling the legal playing field for the first time in North America, as well as offering a viable solution to the #1 consumer complaint category, identity theft. Why are so many people joining us right now? You will see that by the end of this presentation. Now, if you're anything like me, you may be thinking to yourself, well, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't really need a lawyer. But what I found is that bad things happen to good people too. Think about it. Have you ever signed a contract or document and later on wished you wouldn't have signed it? I've once heard that the bold print giveth and the fine print taketh away. How about been overcharged for a repair or treated unfairly, taken advantage of? Again, bad things happen to good people too. Received a traffic ticket or should have. You see, it's not if you disobey the speed limit, it's just when you get caught. Known a victim of identity theft? How about been in a situation where you thought the advice of a lawyer might be useful? You see, it's not if, it's just when you need LegalShield. LegalShield gives you the ability to talk to a lawyer on any matter without having to worry about the high hourly costs. For one flat monthly fee, you can access legal advice no matter how traumatic or trivial the issue. So under the protection of LegalShield, you and your family can live your life on your terms, worry-free, every day, every night. Listen, I could spend a lot of time bragging and boasting about the mission behind LegalShield, but instead, let's watch this quick video that will give you more information about this incredible company.
For more than 40 years, LegalShield has been revolutionizing the legal services industry. Revolutionizing the legal services industry? That doesn't quite capture the personal, lasting impact we have made and continue to make on thousands of individuals' lives. Imagine having an everyday concern or question where getting the advice of an attorney would be useful. Imagine the trauma of discovering that you are the victim of identity theft. Imagine encountering a situation where the advice of an attorney is absolutely imperative. Now imagine addressing all that stress with one phone call. That's what we do for you at LegalShield. You can speak to an attorney without the worry of having to pay an attorney's typical fees. And together with our identity theft services, we provide you with a shield that results in powerful peace of mind. We were founded in 1972 by Harlan Stonecipher. He had just endured his own stressful, costly encounter with the legal system after a car accident that was not his fault. He was determined to make legal protection available to everyone, everywhere. Today, we have evolved into the force for good that Mr. Stonecipher originally envisioned. Based in Ada, Oklahoma, we have approximately 700 employees with a customer service team of more than 300. All focused on calibrating the efforts of our dedicated law firms and approximately 6,900 attorneys in the United States and Canada. Each law firm is there for our members, providing the legal help they need when they need it. So, for one low monthly membership fee, you can pick up the phone to call an attorney and get advice about any issue. We provide these legal services to families all across North America, answering approximately 40,000 calls per week for members. That's right, 40,000 times a week, we help smooth out the knots, kinks, and inconveniences in our members' lives. The attorneys at our law firms average 19 years of experience and have been partnering with us an average of 13 years. They are friendly, warm, and dedicated to helping LegalShield members. And just as we partner with an expert law firm for every state, we also partner with Kroll Advisory Solutions, the world-renowned leader in identity theft protection. That way, no matter what issue you might face, you're getting the help you need with LegalShield. What we do is simple. We work hard to make your life less complicated, less stressful, and more fulfilling. That's why with LegalShield, you can worry less and live more.
Now that you know who we are, let's talk about what we do. First of all, we should mention that over 2 million requests are coming in annually right now for our services. What are people calling for? Well, one, legal advice on unlimited issues. This is huge because the average person would never pick up the phone at $300 an hour for a lawyer. But with LegalShield, they can. So people are calling for all types of things. They're saying to themselves, I've been downsized. I'm not sure if I should get a severance package or unemployment. We'll call your lawyer. Or perhaps you're starting a new business, not sure what type of business to start, an LLC, an LLP, an S Corp, or C Corp. Pick up the phone, call your lawyer. Maybe you're having a foreclosure situation and not really sure what to do about that. Pick up the phone and call your lawyer for advice. But not only that, they'll also write a letter or make a phone call on your behalf if they see that as necessary. Why? Because a letter from a lawyer means a lot more than a letter from us. I never forget, my wife and I had a situation for $92.20. We had a company saying that we owed them money. I said, I don't owe you the money. We went back and forth. And so I called LegalShield. Now, mind you, if I didn't have LegalShield, I would have never called a lawyer for a $92 problem. But the lawyers wrote a letter for me. It was a cease and desist letter under the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act. Now, of course, I would have known to write that, but the lawyers did. And guess what? We never heard from that company again. But it's the power of a lawyer writing that letter with LegalShield rather than Darnell arguing back and forth on the phone. They'll also review contracts and documents on your behalf. Up to 10 pages. This is huge because the bold print giveth and the fine print taketh away. So before you sign anything, have your lawyers take a look at that first. There's also online legal forms. For legal forms that you would need most, they're right there online. You have access to them, and once you fill them out, you can send them back to your law firm so they can review those forms for you. Our lawyers will also prepare your last will and testament, a living will, healthcare power of attorney. Listen, I'm married with 4 children. I can't imagine, God forbid, I'm on life support, and my kids or my wife had to make a decision on which they think is best because I'm not in a situation where I can make that decision. And I wouldn't want them to live years of their lives wondering if they made the right decision for dad. I wouldn't do that. So I get to make that decision here with LegalShield, and so do you. Now, I know it costs hundreds of dollars, if not more, to have a lawyer prepare your last will and testament. But LegalShield gives you one just for trying out our service. So congratulations on your last will and testament. They'll also assist you with traffic-related issues. And this is a great benefit to have. My oldest son drives. We added him to our auto insurance policy, and it costs more than my wife and I combined. So we certainly wanted him to have assistance with his moving traffic violations. And we've been able to keep the points off his license, which has helped us to keep his insurance down. So take advantage of all these benefits. You also have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week emergency access for covered situations. This is huge because things happen outside of office hours. We even have a trial defense benefit, meaning that if you're named in a civil lawsuit or a job-related criminal lawsuit, you have pre-trial hours because you have to prepare for the trial. And then you actually have representation at the trial. Now, with our standard plan, you get 2.5 hours of pre-trial and then 57.5 hours of actual representation at the trial. And with our extended plan, you have 17.5 hours of pre-trial or preparation time and then 57.5 hours of actual representation. And guess what? That value increases every single year by way of saying thank you. That means no additional cost to you. In the 5th year, it maxes out. We have IRS audit assistance and even 25% preferred member discounts on anything that falls outside of the normal coverage. This even includes pre-existing matters. So issues that happen before you even sign up for the service, you're gonna get your discount on. Now, up to 90% of a member inquiries are covered by the plan with no additional fees. All other requests for our services are entitled to a 25% discount on the law firm's hourly rate. So let's spin the table for a second. Let's say that you're my lawyer, and I've come to you, and I want you to do all these different services for me, but instead of working out an hourly rate, I want to work out one monthly fee. How much would you charge me for all these different services, add it up all month long, and then I'll write you one check? But not only just for me, I also want you to add on to this membership my spouse, my never married dependent children under the age of 21 living at home, my dependent children under the age of 18 from whom I'm the legal guardian of, full-time college students that I have up to the age of 23, also never married and dependent, and then my physically or mentally challenged children living at home, again, all under this one fee that you're adding up. Now let's revisit my initial question. How much would you charge me as my lawyer? In fact, let's say my entire law firm, because every lawyer doesn't know every area of law, like every doctor doesn't know every area of medicine. So I want your entire law firm. How much would you charge me? Now, some lawyers tell me you couldn't afford me because I don't know how much you're going to use me. Or some people tell me thousands or even hundreds per month. Now, imagine being a LegalShield member and receiving all of these services for as little as $17 per month. I think you would agree that this is a tremendous value and very affordable. Let's watch a video that will give you additional information on these services and more.
LegalShield provides affordable legal protection for everyone, which means you can speak with an attorney about any legal topic. But it's more than just access to an attorney at a reputable law firm. It's the peace of mind that members are always protected. Ever signed a contract? Gotten a speeding ticket? Been overcharged for a repair? Had a dispute with a creditor? All of those are legal issues, along with many more things that you don't even think about until they happen to you. Of course, hiring an attorney to handle each of those things would cost a fortune. But with LegalShield, you have the ability to talk to your provider law firm about any legal topic without worrying about high hourly costs. So no matter what legal issues come up, you'll always have an attorney on your side.
It's an amazing sense of security and just weight off your shoulders when you know that you don't have to deal with all these issues, that you can just call the attorneys and they can handle all this for you.
With LegalShield, for as little as $17 a month, you can access legal advice on any topic, no matter how trivial or traumatic the issue. The minute you become a LegalShield member, you'll be able to call an experienced attorney about any legal issue, including 24/7 access for emergencies. And as a new member, you'll receive a welcome packet describing membership details, information about your provider law firm, and a LegalShield membership card that gives you the power to reach an experienced attorney with just a phone call.
You know, for me, having the LegalShield membership is complete peace of mind, and it's powerful, it's empowering. Having that card in your wallet, just knowing that you have not just a powerful law firm in your home state, but a powerful law firm in every state and 4 provinces in Canada backing you up.
Having that easy access to an attorney means you'll be able to use it for any legal issues at all, even issues you may have never thought needed an attorney. LegalShield empowers you to contact an attorney for the big stuff, the small stuff, and everything in between.
If I have an issue with a car mechanic or a plumber or a home construction guy that didn't do the job right, or I take something back to a store and they're not dealing with me properly.
Foreclosure, car wreck, home loan. LegalShield, LegalShield, LegalShield. In any situation, the advice of an attorney might be useful. That advice is just a phone call away. But that's not all LegalShield can help you with. LegalShield attorneys can write letters or make phone calls on your behalf. They can review contracts and documents, and they'll be there for you in the courtroom if you or your spouse is named in a covered civil or criminal action case. LegalShield members even get access to over 100 legal forms and videos relating to specific legal issues, so you're always in the know.
I've been a LegalShield member since 1984, and in 1985 I was sued. And I contacted my provider firm, and they assigned an attorney to me who filed an answer for the lawsuit and went to court for me and got the whole case dismissed and saved me $14,000. So I've been a LegalShield member ever since.
LegalShield also offers a separate identity theft service, helping you safeguard your identity, and if you're ever a victim of identity theft, working to restore your identity to what it was before the breach occurred. Identity theft affects millions of Americans each year, and LegalShield helps you combat that with credit monitoring, credit report analysis, and identity theft prevention consultation. Plus, if you're ever a victim, experts from Kroll Advisory Solutions, the very best in identity theft restoration, will work with you to repair any damage and restore your identity to what it was before the incident occurred. The best part about LegalShield legal and identity theft protection? Knowing that with the power to contact an attorney about any legal issue you want and the peace of mind that your identity is being monitored, you're protected even when you're not actively using the service. And with easy attorney access, you can use LegalShield service anytime an attorney might help your current situation. So join the more than 1.4 million families who trust LegalShield and empower yourself to worry less and live more. Join LegalShield today.
Now, before the video, we reviewed a little bit about our legal plans. Now let's take a closer look at our identity theft plans. Now, we have two identity theft plans. One is our standard identity theft plan, and the second features an identity theft plan premium package. Now, with both, of course, you're going to have you and your spouse covered. You're also going to have comprehensive restoration services by Kroll Advisory Solutions, and a credit report with score and analysis. And of course, both give you single bureau credit monitoring and activity alerts. However, with the premium package, you're also going to get triple bureau credit monitoring and activity alerts. You also get the Web Watcher, which is daily monitoring of internet sites that trade identity theft information. You also have access to Public Persona, which is monthly monitoring of changes to your Social Security number and address. Listen, you only get one Social Security number. Why not protect it? And at the premium offering, you can also request sex offender search, Social Security number search through public records, identity theft, and lost wallet recovery assistance as well. And of course, both plans offer unlimited consultation on identity theft matters, and added safeguard for minors for $1 up to 8 dependents. Now, of course, we want you to review your legal plan and identity theft brochures for your selected plan and state of residence for full details on benefits, limitations, and exclusions. Now, of course, you can take advantage of our services individually. But as you can see, when you combine our legal plans with our identity theft plans, we offer a significant savings. So get back with the person who shared with you this presentation and figure out what combination is the best fit for you and your family. But either way, for about $1 a day, it makes sense to protect you and your family. So now that you've seen the value in protecting your family for about $1 a day, you have to ask yourself, who else do you know that deserves this protection? Everybody, right? Look, who has children? Who's had their identity compromised? Who's self-employed or a business owner? Of course, they need it. Who needs to prepare their last will and testament? Well, they could all benefit from this membership right now. So, of course, everybody we know could use something like this. But guess what? Most folks don't have it. So that sets us up for an amazing opportunity. So join us in this legal revolution. Let's watch a video that will share with you the opportunity that exists with LegalShield.
Whatever success story you envision for yourself, it can begin by offering LegalShield. Whether you want additional income, want to set your own hours, or just want to help the people around you, LegalShield is the opportunity for you. But what makes LegalShield stand out even more? The fact that the LegalShield associates are genuinely proud of the product they offer. The feeling of satisfaction they get from empowering their friends, family, and community. The knowledge that by sharing LegalShield with someone, they're making a positive impact in that person's life by offering the ability to speak to an attorney about any issue without worrying about the cost. LegalShield is your chance to make real money while also making a real difference in people's lives. And that's something to be proud of.
They're getting basically a law firm at their beck and call. It's a really powerful product to have. They're able to get their questions answered. It doesn't matter what the question is about. It doesn't matter what area of law they've got questions about. They're able just to call and get that answered. They're able to get their contracts and documents reviewed. So before signing anything, having the power. I think that's a really powerful thing, is to have an attorney review a contract before you sign it.
With LegalShield, you aren't alone. Learning a new product can be confusing, but LegalShield makes it as easy as possible to hit the ground running. As a new LegalShield associate, you'll receive a starter kit specifically designed to help you jumpstart your business, complete with startup materials, training, and other information so you can get started immediately. And with over 40 years in business, the company knows how to set associates up to succeed.
There's this great saying, is that you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And that's what I love, is the support. You have great support, mentorship every step of the way, and that's why I like the infrastructure, because it's incentivized to really help those that want it and that are looking to grow and get ahead.
But LegalShield support doesn't end at startup. LegalShield also offers extensive training and sales tools along the way, with plenty of online resources and sales materials to help drive your success. Plus, you can join the exciting community of LegalShield associates ready to help each other along the way. Participate in seminars, business briefings, trips, and more as you build your team and your business.
It's absolutely a blast. It really is, because you get to build relationships that you would just, there's so many people that I know now that I would never have known before if it wasn't for this wonderful opportunity, which I believe is more of a career than an opportunity. We have friends across the country that we pick up and speak with at any given time. Our conventions are like a family reunion. The trips that we go on is the same. We can't wait to enjoy each other's company at different locations. And all of this while business continues to grow, while families are continued to be helped and empowered. It's just a wonderful feeling.
So LegalShield offers a great product with a proven track record of success, comprehensive startup assistance, and even a fun and vibrant community to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. But even better, you don't have to invest an arm and a leg to begin offering the product. In fact, you can get started with LegalShield for just $149, and the benefits can be substantial. And right now, nearly 90% of working Americans say they're without legal protection. That's a lot of potential customers and potential income, too.
As I really came to understand it better, I realized this could be a transition of a career, and it allows me to be at home full-time. So my two daughters have really never known me to work outside the home because of LegalShield.
It's a very fulfilling profession, because really everywhere you look, you're helping people. You're helping people protect themselves and giving them access to a system that usually they're financially locked out of. You're helping people build a business that otherwise they wouldn't have had an opportunity potentially to build, because there's such a small investment to get started with such a high return. So your margins are incredible. And you're being able to coach people, life lessons, teach people how to succeed. And how does it ever get any better than that?
With an amazing product like LegalShield, dreams really do come true. So start writing your success story and start offering LegalShield today.
So you may be asking yourself, why LegalShield? Well, of course, people are looking for more income today. It's rare to find anyone who says, I want to make less income this year than last year. Everyone wants to make more money this year than last year. I was in that situation when I worked at the mall. I was a retail manager working 60, 70, 80 hours a week for limited pay. And honestly, I had more month at the end of my money. I was check to check. That simply meant that I knew when my check was coming in. I just already knew where it was going, too. And so people are looking for more income today. I work with 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds who say, I watched my dad work 2 jobs to get downsized twice to no fault of his own, and I refuse to put my future in someone else's hands. I'll be putting it in my own hands. So people are looking for more money today. People are looking for more time freedom today. I know folks that make a lot of money, but they have no time. I know people that make significant incomes and they can't take vacations. They're missing their kids grow up right in front of their eyes. Or I work with those in their 60s or 70s who say, look, I'm retired right now and I want extra income. I just don't want an extra boss. And so people are looking for both income and time. And when you get them both, you get freedom. You see, I never experienced that. Again, when I was at the mall, the weekends were the most important times. And so I miss everything that happened in my personal life on the weekends. My kids' birthday parties were typically celebrated on the weekends. Their sporting events were on the weekends. Family reunions were on the weekends, so I missed everything. I said, no way am I going to do this for the rest of my life. I was seeking out freedom. And guess what? You have that opportunity with LegalShield. Why now? The market potential is huge. We'll talk about that. The customer need. There's a huge need for what we're offering right now, and our industry is in transition. This is a paradigm shift. You see, legal services has never been delivered this way. And one day, folks will say, you mean you don't have a legal plan? Are you serious? But it takes vision to see it first. Like the interview with Helen Keller, physically blind, right? And in the interview, in her expression, she said, I'd rather be blind and have no sight than to have sight with no vision. It takes vision to see this first. And then economic environment. That economic environment we talked about, where everyone's looking for extra income right now, it's hard to find someone who's not open to an opportunity. And why not LegalShield? The market is ready. You know, there was a research study conducted by Decision Analysts Incorporated, and it showed that 93% of respondents believe lawyers charge too much. You know why? Because they charge too much. Listen, it's difficult to afford $300 an hour for a lawyer when the average person doesn't make $30 an hour at their job. So we've been priced out of the justice system. It's been a country club we've never had membership to until today with LegalShield. It also showed that 76% of respondents said that they were hesitant to call a lawyer. Now listen, without LegalShield, I'd be hesitant to call a lawyer too. Why? I weigh my checkbook before I weigh my rights. And so 9 out of 10 respondents said if costs were more affordable, they would seek legal advice. Is that perfect for us with LegalShield? Sure. You see, if you find a void in the marketplace and fill it, you can become wealthy. And obviously, there's a significant void in the legal system, and we're filling it with LegalShield. The research goes on to show that nearly 90% of Americans say they do not have any form of legal insurance or legal protection service. That means that 9 out of 10 people we talk to right now do not own any type of legal plan, and we fit that mold. 2/3 of Americans say they never heard of such plans or services. Again, a huge opportunity, and more than 60% reported that they would be interested in purchasing legal protection. Where's that put us? It puts us in the front end of a trend, but yet at the same time, a rock-solid company. So the opportunity is here, and we have unique and difficult to duplicate products. You can't go anywhere else and get the same thing. It's either $300 an hour for a lawyer or us. So consequently, there's little competition. And we have a suite of targeted products. We have our family plan, our group marketing plan, which is simply a benefit that we offer to employees, which is huge. We have over 30,000 companies right now that offer this as a benefit to their employees. We have our identity theft plan. We even added the safeguard for minors, specialty plans, and small business plans. So you can participate in any or all of the spokes of the wheel, which creates an enormous opportunity. You know, one of the things I love about LegalShield is that there's more than one way to grow your business. You see, when I first got started with LegalShield, I was driving my father's pickup truck because my car had been taken. Well, you know, repossessed. I like to say taken is good for my ego. My point is, it doesn't matter where you've come from or where you start. You don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to become great. So it doesn't matter if you have your challenges, GED or PhD, no transportation like myself, or a lot of transportation. Why? There's websites that would do the presentation for you. There's web presentations. There's DVDs. And guess what? These web presentations you can send to someone across North America, and they can watch that presentation without you. So it has nothing to do with your time. For all the busy people watching this presentation who say, look, I could barely spend time watching this presentation. Great. No time, no problem, because that web link will send out to anybody who could watch that presentation or that DVD. And guess what? You don't have to be in front of that TV or that computer for that presentation to play. And if you agree with that, which I know you do, then that means that same presentation can be in 10 separate cities playing at the exact same time, and now you're getting paid from 10 cities you've never visited before. So what we all can concur with is that you can get paid in spite of you, not because of you. There's conference calls to do the exact same thing. You can put as many people as you want on what we call a private conference call. An expert will join that call, do the presentation for you, and people who have dialed in from all across North America can get the information, but yet you get paid. There's a flip book presentation if you want to meet someone at a coffee shop and do it yourself. There's even an in-home presentation where you can invite the people you care about most to your home, like you do for a cookout or a baby shower or a home warming. It's the same philosophy, and they have an opportunity to check out what you're so excited about. And then there's professional business briefings and luncheons that happen all across North America where you can invite guests to. And again, even if you can't be there, we work this as a team sport. That means you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We'll help you out at those business briefings and luncheons to help your prospects see the value in the LegalShield membership and opportunity. So we're in a position right now where we have an opportunity with LegalShield to make a huge difference. And at 28 years old, unfortunately, I'd stopped dreaming. And I was tired of telling my kids no when they deserved a yes, but financially, I had to say no. So if you're in that situation where you've stopped dreaming, you can dream again now with LegalShield. If you're in a position where you've missed your kids growing up and you say, I refuse to miss my grandkids growing up, I want to make a difference so that I can be there at the class trips, I can be there at their sporting events. Guess what? LegalShield can offer that opportunity. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's where I was at the mall. I said, no more will I live like this. My family deserves more. And I was sick and tired of living check to check, sick and tired of having to ask someone what I could take off. I wanted my own freedom and my own choices. And that came with an opportunity like LegalShield. And so we all have this opportunity at our hands. So sit back and buckle in because you don't want to miss any of this compensation video we're about to show. Why? Because it can be life-changing. It has been for my wife and I. We've been stay-at-home parents for years now, and I can't think of a greater value.
At LegalShield, we're creating a world where everyone can access legal protection and everyone can afford it. Thousands of people are sharing this powerful LegalShield mission through their own independent businesses. If this opportunity appeals to you, you're probably wondering, how exactly will I make money with LegalShield? Meet Bob. Bob's like you. He loves the product, and he's excited to launch his future with LegalShield. Bob's already a LegalShield member, so now all he has to do is make a small investment of $149 to sign up as a junior associate. Now Bob's part of the company. He can sell his first membership, perhaps to a friend, neighbor, family member, or local business person. Bob's initial investment also gives him instant access to all kinds of exclusive training, tools, and support to help him succeed with LegalShield. As soon as Bob sells just one membership, something great happens. Now he qualifies for excellent discounts and deals from some top international brands who've partnered with LegalShield. By taking advantage of these benefits, Bob can save money and make his LegalShield business even more profitable. And what's more, owning his own business may give him some tax advantages too. Now, Bob heard about something called Fast Start Qualification, and he wants to go for it. During your first month, Fast Start Qualification helps you jumpstart your new business by earning more money faster and moving up in the LegalShield compensation plan. Fast Start Qualification works on a point system. For each new membership you sell, you get 1 point. For each new associate you recruit, you get 2 points. To Fast Start Qualify, you just need to earn 5 points during your first 30 days with LegalShield. So Bob steps up his efforts and spreads the word about LegalShield. He has 3 options for earning his 5 Fast Start Qualification points. Option 1, Bob sells a total of 5 memberships. Just like that, he's now Fast Start Qualified. Option 2, Bob sells 3 memberships. And then, one of Bob's new members decides to do what he did and start her own LegalShield business. Bob's now Fast Start Qualified. Option 3. Bob sells 2 memberships, and both of these new members also sign up as associates to launch their own LegalShield businesses. That's all it takes for Bob to Fast Start Qualify. Now here's the key to achieving success with LegalShield. Not only is earning 5 points how you get Fast Start Qualified, But continuing to earn at least 5 points every month is how you build real momentum with LegalShield. For one thing, with 5 points in a calendar month, Bob now also qualifies in the LegalShield Performance Club. As long as Bob keeps earning at least 5 points every month and meeting some other requirements, he'll get extra cash bonuses at months 3 and 6. Then, at month 12, a bigger bonus kicks in that keeps paying every month. If Bob chooses, this can even be a car bonus. That's right, Bob can get himself a BMW and LegalShield will pay him $500 a month toward it. Earn just 5 points every month with LegalShield. If you do this consistently, your business will keep growing. And whenever you earn more than 5 points in a month, you can carry over up to 5 extra points to the next month. So now let's see what Bob gets paid for his Fast Start qualification. LegalShield pays associates in several ways. For starters, every time Bob signs up a new member, he gets paid a personal sales advance. We call it an advance because you're getting your commission now, based on the monthly fees your new member will pay during his or her first year. LegalShield offers several membership plans, so let's see what happens with just one plan. The $35.95 combination membership includes both legal services and identity protection. As a junior associate, Bob gets $34.57 for each combination membership he sells. Plus, he gets an additional $34.57 per membership because he Fast Start qualified. So, if Bob Fast Start qualified with option 1, that means he sold 5 memberships. His total personal sales advance comes to $345.70. If Bob Fast Start qualified with option 2, he gets paid for selling 3 memberships, which totals $207.42. But hold on. Remember that in option 2, another exciting thing happened. One of Bob's new members decided to become an associate like him. Here's where the LegalShield compensation plan really gets impressive. Whenever Bob's new associate sells a membership, Bob gets paid a team override advance. An override is simply a commission you get paid on someone else's sale. When Bob Fast Start qualified, he gave himself a promotion from junior associate to associate. As an associate, Bob's team override advance is $34.57. He gets paid this even if he's never met his associate's new member. So, if Bob Fast Start qualified with option 3, he gets paid for selling 2 memberships, which totals $138.28. Both of these members signed up as associates too, so when either of them sells a membership, Bob gets the team override advance of $34.57. The more memberships they sell during their LegalShield career, the more override advances Bob gets. Can you see the potential here? Now, when Bob advanced from junior associate to associate, he also gave himself a raise on his personal sales advance. Whenever Bob sells a new membership, he now gets paid $103.71. That's $34.57 more than he got as a Fast Start qualified junior associate. Let's see what happens if Bob keeps working his LegalShield business every month. As his business grows and he meets qualifications, Bob rises through the compensation plan's levels. From associate, he jumps to senior associate, then manager, director, executive director, and beyond. Notice how his payouts increase with each level he rises. Now here's something else about the team overrides. They're cumulative. Say Bob has reached the director level. When Bob signs up a new associate and that junior associate sells a new membership, Bob gets all these overrides. If one of Bob's associates has progressed to, say, senior associate, and this senior associate signs up a new junior associate who then sells a membership, the senior associate gets these overrides, and Bob gets these overrides. Now you know what we mean by network marketing. Are you impressed? Bob sure is. Guess what? There's another way you get paid by LegalShield. In addition to personal sales, team overrides, and incentives like the Performance Club, you also get residual income. After the first 12 months of advance commissions are earned on the memberships you've sold, you continue to receive monthly commissions on your members who stay active, as long as you keep your own membership active. We call this residual income because it sticks around for a long time. You can even will these ongoing commissions to your loved ones. Now, You'll want to build your LegalShield business carefully and make sure your members understand the long-term value of LegalShield. Why? Because the more of your memberships that stay active, the higher your residual income percentage will be. And here's what's great. You'll earn residual income not only on your own memberships, but also on memberships sold by other associates in your organization. So now you have the basic overview of how you make money with LegalShield. In addition, LegalShield offers contests and promotions with exclusive reward trips to exotic locations. If you have any questions about the LegalShield compensation plan, talk to your LegalShield associate. Now the question is, how much do you want to earn with LegalShield, and how fast can you make it happen? Earn a part-time income, a full-time income, or beyond. If you haven't already, sign up as a LegalShield associate right now. Get yourself trained and start spreading the word. Remember, LegalShield is here to support you every step of the way. Congratulations on your new LegalShield business.
So after a sneak peek at that compensation video, I'm sure you can see where your LegalShield business can take you. Let's take a look at our track record. See, the thing I love about LegalShield is that we've been around for 40 plus years. We don't have to dangle the proverbial carrot on the stick and say one day, someday. And honestly, someday typically doesn't come. It's not on our calendar. We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but no someday, no one day. So what have we already done? Well, over $1 billion paid to associates over the last decade. More than 1,000 associates are already earning over $50,000 a year, many on a part-time basis. And of course, many are earning between $100,000 and $1 million plus per year. So what do you do now? Well, step one, become a member. That way you don't have to say, well, I heard or watched this presentation. You can say, I know. It's nothing like having your own conviction. You know, a sale is nothing but a transfer of belief. And it's hard to transfer something that you don't have in you. So use the service yourself. That way you have your own testimony. Number two, become an associate. Get started right away. Let us help you to get paid right away. There's enough market for all of us. You see, true abundance comes from giving back, and there's a whole bunch of people that need help right now, and we get to offer it with our legal plan and our identity theft shield. Number three, get trained. Complete your first step training online, and then listen to the next step training audios in your car and or on the go. And then attend the basic training in your local area. By the way, all of these are included in your initial investment. Number four, sell your first membership and get paid and qualify for the Associate Benefit Program. Hey, a penny saved is a penny made, so take advantage of your benefits program. And then number five, earn your 5 points. Fast Start Qualify and be on your way to earning your BMW. So congratulations. Welcome to LegalShield. What a wonderful company to be a part of. We have a training program in place that's going to assist you every step along the way. And what a great mission to be a part of, to make a difference while making a living. And then what a great opportunity to be a part of. We can help other people create a better financial situation for themselves and their family and their future. So I look forward to your success, and I'll see you over the top.
This is a general overview of our legal plan coverage for illustration purposes only. The benefits described are not available in all states and provinces. See a plan contract for complete terms, coverage, amounts, conditions, and exclusions. The earnings reflected in this video demonstrate the range achieved by various sales associates. While this range of income is possible, it is not typical and no specific income is guaranteed. Individual incomes will vary depending on efforts and abilities of the associate and their sales teams.